You are born into motion. Before you even open your eyes, the world already tells you to run. Run faster, speak sooner, learn more, become better. From your very first breath, you are handed a map to somewhere you've never been. A map that says, you are not enough yet. And so you start to chase. You chase approval. You chase meaning. You chase that future version of yourself who always seems one step ahead. Smiling, complete, untouchable. Every sound around you becomes an instruction. Billboards scream it. Teachers repeat it. Even silence hums with it. Do more, earn more, be more, and you obey, because everyone else is running too. You join the race, even though no one remembers who fired the starting gun. You run through your teenage years, through your 20s, through your dreams and sleepless nights, always trying to arrive somewhere that feels like peace. But the faster you move, the farther peace seems to drift. Then one day, maybe in a quiet room, maybe in a lonely hour, something in you whispers, what if there's nowhere to get to? What if the finish line you've been sprinting toward doesn't exist at all? Because the truth that terrifies and frees you, is that you've been chasing your own shadow. Like a wave trying to reach the ocean, you've been running toward what you already are. The harder you push, the tighter the knot inside you grows. You confuse exhaustion for progress. You mistake noise for meaning. You wear your burnout like a badge of honor, thinking it proves your worth. But the universe never asked you to struggle. It never asked you to earn its love. It only asked you to be. And when you stop, truly stop, when the noise quiets and the race loses its grip, you begin to see it. That the peace you were chasing was never ahead of you. It was beneath your feet the whole time, waiting patiently for you to remember that you were never behind. You were never late. You were simply alive, and that was always enough. Picture this. You stand before a flowing river, calm, endless, alive. You reach down to hold it, to keep it, to own a piece of its beauty. But the tighter you grip, the faster it slips away. And that's how we lose happiness. That's how we lose peace. We try to capture something that was only ever meant to flow through us. We're told to chase it, chase success, chase love, chase peace, as if these things were running away from us. But the truth is, they're not running, we are. We're the ones sprinting past the very life we're trying to live. We measure our worth in hours worked, in numbers, in applause, and we call it ambition. We glorify exhaustion. We worship effort. We build prisons and decorate them with the word achievement. And still, deep down, something aches. That quiet voice, the one you keep drowning out with busyness. It keeps asking, when will enough be enough? You've hit goals. You've achieved things. You've made people proud. And yet, the peace never lasts. Because peace was never waiting at the top of a mountain. It was sitting beside you the whole time. Patient, still, whispering, stop running. Look around. Look at nature. The tree doesn't strain to grow. It just grows. The clouds don't plan their path. They just move. The bird doesn't earn the right to fly. It simply opens its wings. And yet here we are, the only creatures on earth trying to prove we deserve to exist. We've turned life into a performance. We've mistaken motion for meaning, noise for progress. But let me tell you this. Effort isn't strength when it's fueled by fear. It's a disguise, a distraction, a way to hide from the silence that scares us. Because silence makes us confront ourselves. And that's what we're truly afraid of. Not failure, not rejection, but stillness. Stillness strips away the illusion that we have control. So we keep running, through jobs, through relationships, through entire lifetimes, until we forget what we were even chasing. But here's the secret. The door to that prison It was never locked. You built it. You guard it. And only you can open it. All it takes is one moment, one breath, one brave act of rebellion. Stop trying to become, and start remembering what you already are. Because when you stop chasing, peace doesn't run from you. It comes rushing toward you, like the river you finally stopped trying to hold. And then, there comes a moment, a single breath, a pause between all the noise, when something inside you stops fighting. It doesn't give up. It simply lets go. And in that letting go, you begin to feel it. The quiet hum beneath everything. The rhythm that's been waiting behind your heartbeat since the day you were born. That's life. Raw, unpolished, effortless. You look around and realize nothing was ever missing. The sky hasn't changed. It was always this blue. The air hasn't become softer. You're just breathing differently now. For the first time, you're not chasing the next sunrise. You're watching this one. You're not begging the world to make sense. You're feeling it. Alive, imperfect, and astonishingly enough. And it hits you, every ounce of peace you've ever searched for was, hiding in the spaces between your thoughts. It wasn't in the promotion, the applause, the perfect body, or the dream vacation. It was in the moments you were too busy to notice. The silence after laughter, the breath before sleep, the warmth of sunlight that needed no reason at all to shine. This is what freedom feels like. Not the loud kind that comes from achievement, the quiet kind that comes from surrender. You stop forcing yourself to bloom. You stop apologizing for resting. You stop measuring your worth by how much you can carry. And suddenly, life stops feeling like a test and starts feeling like a gift. You don't need to win anymore. You don't need to prove. You simply exist. And that somehow feels miraculous. Because when you stop running, you finally see it clearly. The race was never real. The finish line was never ahead of you. It was always here, in this breath, in this moment, in this unrepeatable heartbeat of time. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not unfinished. You are exactly where life wanted you to be all along. And maybe that's the greatest truth of all, that peace was never something to earn, but something to remember.